Breaking news. An article came out yesterday regarding some security vulnerabilities within an app for one of the largest drone makers over in China. Now, there's some thought on whether or not this is political or not, but regardless, the US government is definitely taking some very strong, at least publicly strong stances against China. I think that's a good thing for the United States, but a very good thing for two American drone companies, that being UAVs, which is AG Eagle Aerial Systems, and VISL, VISLink Technologies. You can see VISLink is trading under $1 and UAVs is trading a little over $3. They both have absolutely skyrocketed over the last several months, year to date, going from below $1 UAVs to over $3. A lot of people think it might be too late to get in. Initial hype with UAVs where there were some rumors that, well, not necessarily rumors, this is true, that they have a new factory that is right next to a major Amazon facility, and there's speculation as to whether or not they will be forming some sort of a business arrangement, which would obviously elevate the company to a very high level. Amazon is definitely moving in that direction, wanting to do more and more drone delivery, especially in a time with a pandemic going on. Drones may be a good solution. Specifically, this article, originally on the New York Times, but saw it here as well, similar article. Cybersecurity researchers revealed on Thursday a newfound vulnerability in an app that controls the world's most popular consumer drones, threatening to intensify the growing tension between China and the United States. There was an app on Google's Android operating system that powers drones made by China-based DJI, collects large amounts of personal information that could be exploited by the Beijing government. So DJI is the largest maker of commercial drones. They've been targeted from the United States government, they say in here in this article, since the beginning of the year. DJI believes that it's politics and not software vulnerabilities. But if they really do have access to all this information, which we've seen other companies come in the spotlight, TikTok being one of the most popular and well-known companies that's been in the crosshairs, Chinese-based social media platform that's taken over. But there is some serious questionable things that have taken place with TikTok. The US is clearly looking at some sort of regulation. You can see this quote right here. Every Chinese technology company is required by Chinese law to provide information they obtain or information stored on their networks to Chinese authorities if requested to do so. Came from the director of the National Counterintelligence Security Center. All Americans should be concerned their images, biometrics, locational, and other data stored on Chinese apps must be turned over to China's state security apparatus. This could potentially have a large impact on this space. One key note is that they did not find the vulnerability in the drone maker's iPhone application, which is obviously a large portion of the market. But I think regardless, there's going to be an interesting dance between the government and private companies. If it goes too much further, there could definitely be some sort of restrictions by the government put on some of these large companies to work more with American-based companies where there's fear of information warfare. I guess it's better that the United States has our information than China if you're a US citizen. What does that mean for these stock companies? Well, as I said, they are US-based companies, so they do manufacture their drones in the United States, meaning that they will probably continue to get more and more business because of this. People might not want to deal with that potential heat because the government may not take any direct action yet, but what does that mean 6 months from now, years from now? Maybe they eventually make a change, so they might want to move now towards a US-based drone manufacturer, but that's just my 2 cents. Do I think these companies are buys? Well, I'm not a financial advisor, but, hey, I do own a little bit of both these companies, not very much. I'm doing it mostly for fun of tracking these companies. I do think this is a good space to be in. Drones definitely seem like they're going to have a big place in delivery and our market going forward in the next 10-ish years or so, especially with a lot of these smaller deliveries, but I could be wrong. These companies have shot up as of recently. Like I said, beginning of April, UAVs was under 50 cents. 52-week low of 19 cents. They've absolutely mooned. So very similar with VISL, not quite the same rise as UAVs, but that's because they don't have the huge Amazon news in their back pocket. I do find it an interesting play. I would definitely keep an eye on it if I were you. If much more happens in either of these cases, I would be very shocked if there's a rise in these companies. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you learned something, if you didn't know this, make sure you like the video. Let me know what you think of these companies. Let me know what you think of this drone space in general. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, peace.